Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of Ball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Sacramento Kings here at home in an interconference matchup. Should be a good one. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Pulling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. And it's Irving in the point guard position.
You know, last season, DeMarcus Cousins had several triple-doubles, but with Cousins, he would have 20-plus rebounds to go along with 20 points and 10 assists. That's amazing for a big man, for any man, as a matter of fact.
That's good. Love's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. They set the pick. Rondo dishes to Gay. And James pulls it down.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And no question, GA, Rudy Gay is one of those guys who has always put up great numbers, but in 9 seasons he's been in the league, only one playoff. Only one. Count him, one. Back in 2012.
Yeah, but what if he were still in Memphis, though, Kevin? I mean, that's one of it. Sometimes it's not always your fault that you're not getting there.
True.
You got to play on a good enough team, and he hasn't up to this point. So, yeah, he's had his moments of inconsistency and will disappear at times. So there's some shared blame there as to why he hasn't been more consistent when it comes to the postseason. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Rondo kicks to Gay. Power down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And, you know, back to Rudy Gay, he's a tremendous all-around talent. Physically, instinctively, skill-wise, he's got it all. Except that consistent winning touch, that remains to be completed.
And thinking more about Rudy Gay, one key number I look at from last season, his assists. By far the most in his career, and that didn't translate into a ton of wins, but it very well could have been the next step toward getting those wins.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
It's deflected. Mozgov with the steal. Irving, good.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Cousins, the pass to Gay. Good, and it's Cousins picking up the assist. 6 points for Gay.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Here's McLemore. Good D by Irving.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot. Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And stolen by Kufis. Kings moving the ball around. Rondo with a clean look. Buries it from three-point range.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Love with the screen on Gay. Love with the screen for James. The three. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Shumpert. Shumpert's got his third assist on the night. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Gay dishes to Rondo. They get it back. And Cousins throws it down.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. For DeMarcus Cousins, his numbers have been flat out phenomenal. I mean, just incredible. Sometimes hidden by the lack of what's around him in Sacramento, especially, you know, Greg, when you compare last year's stats with other centers in the NBA.
Yeah, he's averaged nearly 5 points more per game than the next center. Top 3 in rebounding for all centers. This guy is the complete package down low.
Williams against Collison. Williams passes to Thompson. Over in the corner, Williams. Clock at 6. And Thompson kicks to Williams. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
You know, guys, back to DeMarcus Cousins last season, he was top 3 for centers in assists and steals, and he was in the top 7 in block shots.
Here's Dellavedova. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Dellavedova's got his first points of the night. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And now here comes Williams leading the break.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break. And talking about Cousins, he's a franchise talent. No one debates that. He can take over a game anytime he feels like it. And heaven help the NBA if he ever starts feeling like it over an 82-game year. And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Darrell Wright's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Bellinelli dishes to Casper. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Williams passes to Wright. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And it's an 8-point Cleveland lead.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, you know, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Smith kicks to Wright. Stolen away. And the foul on Darrell Wright. That's his first foul. Jefferson's checked in for Anderson Varejao. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Jefferson. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Williams leading the charge. And the jam by J.R. Smith.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Jefferson is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Mozgov in at the center, locking down the middle. Rondo dishes to Cousins. Fires from deep. And McLemore kicks to Rondo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the 3-second violation.
Not doing them any favors with those kinds of errors.
Especially now, Greg, with every possession being so crucial.
And Cleveland making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. LeBron passes to Irving. Love dishes to Dellavedova. Lets it fly. Love, no good.
And guys, you see how Rudy Gay just exploded last season in the second half. I mean, I think he felt at ease in George Karl's system. And I think that's one reason why you're starting to see just how good Rudy Gay can be.
The Kings trail by 13. Knocked loose. And here's the fast break. Love leading the way. And that one's good. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Pass to Cousins. And Kosta Koufos picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over-the-back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call.
Anderson Varejao checked in for the Cavaliers. And Kosta Koufos picks up the foul. Shumpert is checked in for Cleveland.
Substitution on the court.
No one near James as he lets it go. Off target from outside. Nobody near Gay. No good again that time. The Cavaliers leading by 15. And slam dunk by Shumpert.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning too.
But guys, the pass for me, even better. He absolutely put that on a platter for him.
It was a trade that seemingly had been talked about for several years. Finally last season, Boston shipping out Rajon Rondo to the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, halfway through the season.
Yeah, and it seemed to me to be a trade that actually helped both teams.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Shumpert with it. He's picked up by Rondo from deep LeBron. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Shooting from Sacramento.
And for Rondo, in the trade, he was able to get out of a rebuilding situation in Boston. It immediately helped a playoff contender in Dallas that was looking for help at that point guard position. And I tell you what, it was a rough go of things there early on for Rondo in Dallas. And you know, even for great players, it's always an adjustment when you go from a position of comfort to a completely new environment. And even though you're going to a better team, there's going to be some hemming and hawing in terms of your role.
Oh my goodness. Did you see that? Whoa. Man, oh, man.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. And we've seen it time and time again here. There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance, and caused that shot to go awry.
Kings moving the ball around. Will it go? And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
That's his first personal foul.
And Costa Koufos, an excellent rotation center. I mean, he gets after it on the inside. He'll give you some rebounds, can block some shots. He's made himself into a factor.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Rudy Gay. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. It's a pick by Love. LeBron kicks to Love. And he dunks it down.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Bellinelli passes to Koufos. Goes up the baseline. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game. And Koufos not really a shooter, Clark. He does his damage around the rim.
Yeah, he really does. The former Buckeye is a great screen setter. He attacks the offensive glass, plays within himself, and knows his role, and he does it well.
The drive by LeBron.
Sacramento foul.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Reggie Evans, he's checked in for Costa Koufos. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Varejao. Wright comes in for Kevin Love. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Evans. Takes it from 10. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Evans dishes to Collison. Pass to Bellinelli. Back to Collison. A three ball. Thompson with the rebound. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now around 27, 7 and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly one of the all-time greats.
Out left to the wing. To the paint. Collison with the screen for Cauley-Stein. Right side, Collison. Evans outside. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And he gets the bucket. Caspi's got 5 now.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
And Bellinelli kicks to Caspi. Feeds it to Cauley-Stein. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that kind of defense ain't gonna get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
There's no doubt about that, fellas. I mean, the more finishes like that he gets, the more his confidence will grow.
And J.R. Smith with a slam.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for him.
Cauley-Stein. And he slams it one-handed.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. A long windup and a strong follow-through on that one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up for sure.
Well, I sure hope not.
Nice shot by Smith.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
A nice shot by Collison.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him, and he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Yeah, well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Cavaliers ahead, just dominating this one. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
What a game for LeBron. He has 14 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark, and this offense has really performed at a high level.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shots, even the tough.
McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Costa Koufos. And it's Rondo in at the point. That's the group for George Karl getting going here in the second half. LeBron James, by many surveys, and no surprise here, GA, the most popular athlete in America.
I mean, the highest paid player in the league. And you know what? He deserves it. This guy has really carried the mantra as the face of our game, as well as anybody. And I tell you what, people now are starting to acknowledge the guy also delivers when it matters.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Rondo. Here's Gay. McLemore, the pass to Rondo. Sacramento moving it around. Gay against Shumpert. And finished off by Gay.
Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fellas wearing the rim out.
Here's Rondo. They get it again. Koufos kicks to Rondo. To the middle. And Cousins throws it down.
And he had more than enough room there for one of those trademark slams that he's become noted for.
And Greg, don't you think once he got that space, you just knew it was going to happen?
So did the defense.
Yeah, that's right.
And I tell you what, he does not squander those chances. I mean, he's always going to punch it home with that kind of chance.
And you know, Rondo, a strange year shooting the ball last season. For a good stretch, he was shooting the same from the free throw line as he was from three-point range, about 30%.
And on the way from Irving for three. And another miss by Cleveland.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Here's McLemore. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Greg, you were talking about Rondo, and his shooting woes have been well documented. Clark, he tried to tap into Dirk's old shooting coach to help him out while in Dallas.
You know, a good portion of this might be mental at this point for Rondo. He is getting to the point in his career where I think it is what it is for him in regards to his shooting.
And Cleveland making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. Irving kicks to Shumpert. 6 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Dellavedova from outside. And it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for Kevin Love.
Cavaliers. Anderson Varejão.
Rondo with it. 8 points for him. Passes to McLemore. To the inside. Deflects the pass. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Here's Gay. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Looking at the numbers for Rudy Gay, he's got 8 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
The Cavaliers leading by 17. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Nice shot from the wing. Shumpert's got 6.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the 3rd.
Dishes it to Koufos. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Picked away. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. And he gets it to go. That's 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Count the bucket. 8 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots. And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
A platoon swap here for Sacramento. Cleveland also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Smith comes in for Shumpert. And it's Williams in for Irving. Collison kicks to Caspi. The kick out to Collison. Drills the three-pointer. Collison's got 8 points.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
They get the rebound. They swipe it. He dishes it to Bellinelli. Caspi with the bucket. He's got 7.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Dellavedova dishes to Thompson. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates. Excellent feed from D.C., Darren Collison.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
Collison, no good.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
And the Kings pushing it up now. And the pass to Bellinelli. From deep three-point range. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
You know, guys, in a draft that had a lot of top-tier big men as the top picks, Willie Cauley-Stein is a little bit the forgotten man, if you will. But he can be a very impactful player now and down the road as well.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. It's a 14-point game. Williams kicks to Thompson. Smith outside. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to the Trailblazers. Collison kicks to Bellinelli. Shoots the three. No good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Here's Smith. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
A long windup and a strong follow-through on that one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up for sure.
I sure hope not.
It's Collison top of the key. Takes the three. That is good. Collison's got two now from beyond the arc in the third for Sacramento.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Good on the shot. And that's 13 points for Smith.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Evans passes to Bellinelli. Fires the three. And another three for Sacramento.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Smith outside. Launches it. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Clock at 6. The drive by Collison. Off on the layup. Thompson inside. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers on top, up by 16. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving in at the point guard. Cousins dishes to Gay. Outside for Rondo. Kept alive by Sacramento. The Cavaliers leading by 16. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Shumpert. That's 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Rondo kicks to Cousins. Now the feed to Gay. There's the dish to Rondo. Takes the 13-footer. Rondo with another miss.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
Here's Cousins. And he goes in for the dunk.
Rondo with the nice dish.
Here's LeBron. LeBron is doubled. Love goes in. And the shot is good.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
McLemore, the pass to Rondo. Kufas. Sacramento gets it back. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss. Here's Gay. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Rondo kicks to Kufis. Cousins inside. Mozgov on him. Here's Kufis.
Oh, look, league business clearly doing well. Franchises, values are skyrocketing, and a new TV deal kicking in next season as well. It represents the largest expansion of league revenues in history.
And a wide open look for Irving. And another three for Cleveland.
And that's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
And good on the basket. Book it.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And the NBA's TV deal paying about 3 times as much per year as the previous deal.
And it's changing the math as far as the salary cap and contract negotiations go. For the fans out there, don't get sticker shock. The players expect to share in these revenues.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Cousins. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Timeout called Cleveland.
Well, this is nothing new. There is some debate on how successful max contracts have been in the NBA. A lot of players have demanded max contract money but haven't lived up to the pay. And in my opinion, there are only about 15 guys worthy of max contracts in the league in any given year.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The drive by Shumpert. Now Bellinelli. Cauley-Stein kicks to Caspi. Another 3 for Sacramento. Well, we were talking about max contracts. There are arguments to their benefits. Commissioner Adam Silver said last year that he feels they help with parity. What do you think?
You know, for the most part, I do believe he's correct. I mean, they do help with parity. For guys like LeBron and Durant, let's face it, the big max contract can be a hindrance. They're probably considered to be worth far more than they're paid. But it's going to be something that is debated back and forth throughout the next negotiations for the CBA.
Shumpert, no good.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Irving against Collison. Sacramento moving it around. Over to the wing. Here's Bellinelli. The shot misses. Great D that time from Love. James kicks to Love. The three-pointer, no good.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
3 for Caspi. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Thompson against Devins. Irving kicks to James. He feeds it to Thompson. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Thompson's got 9 points here in the second half.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. He's top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Mozgov's checked in. The Cavaliers leading by 20. Shumpert dishes to Thompson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his 5th personal foul.
Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the Kings.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point. Caspi, he's checked in for Sacramento.
You know, another point of contention between every NBA fan is whether or not the age restriction is a good thing. Some want it increased, others want it gone altogether. You know, for me, it's a matter of whether or not you as a team feel that that player can make an impact on your roster.
The first one falls. And there are arguments, Clark, on both sides for the NBA and the age restriction it has currently right now. Having one seems to have helped the level of play overall, but I think there's some improvements that can be made.
Yeah, with the D-League coming into its own, though, Kevin, the discussion has opened up again. NBA teams used to not have a place for high school players. The D-League could serve in that regard now, but having a restriction is something that I think has helped the NBA. I actually would like to see it be 20 years old.
Me too. Kicks it to McLemore. Pass to Caspi. Rondo drives in. Shumpert with the steal. It's tipped. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Cavaliers.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Yeah, it's a fun way to play, and it's fun to watch, too.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Irving. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
McLemore, no good. It's LeBron with the drive.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
And Cleveland can just let the clock run down here. Right through the D for the layup.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
And on the way from Irving for 3. The shot no good. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what?